It's easy enough to transfer your CDs into iTunes, but what about transferring that rare record that's out of print, or a cassette tape that may contain recordings of speeches, or even your high school rock band? You'll want something that's easy to use and sounds amazing. Apogee's Duet is perfect for the job. Here's what you'll need besides your Duet and a computer: RCA to XLR male cables, turntable or tape deck, and a phono preamp. A phono preamp can be found on many home stereo receivers and on most DJ mixers. The simplest way to get started would be to use a receiver with a phono input and a tape out on it. Having your turntable connected to the phono input, connect the left and right RCA tape out of the receiver to the XLR inputs of the Duet breakout cable, left going to input 1 and right going to input 2. Now, anything that you plug into the receiver, be it a turntable into the phono input or a tape deck into the tape or aux input, can be recorded through Duet to your computer. If you're only recording tapes, you can connect the output of your tape deck directly to the input of the Duet, as no phono preamp is needed in this scenario. If you have a tape or record that is low in volume, you can also connect into the 1/4-inch instrument inputs of the Duet by using a 1/4-inch to RCA cable. You can then boost the level a bit using Duet's preamp. Keep in mind this is not a phono preamp. You would still need a phono preamp if you're connecting to a turntable. Now launch the Maestro software and set the in1 and in2 to XLR line -10. Play your record and you should see the signal in the in1 and in2 meters. If you're using the 1/4-inch instrument inputs, you would set it to instrument, and you can now adjust the input gain. Maestro will not record the audio, so you'll need an application that will. Since GarageBand is already on every new Mac and records at high resolution, we'll be using that. Launch GarageBand and set up a real instrument track. Under Preferences, Advanced, select the Audio Resolution. We're using the best setting here for the highest quality possible. Make sure that your input source is set to Stereo 1-2, Duet. You should now see level in GarageBand. Start the record over. Hit the record button and record the full side of the album. Once it's finished, you can now simply cut the long file into individual tracks. The great thing about using GarageBand is that you can export the file directly to your iTunes library. Set the loop tool for the length of the song and do a Save As to name it. If you are exporting to iTunes, you can also fill out the other song info, or you can just save it to your hard drive by selecting Export Song to Disk and import to iTunes later.